what you think the Packers might do this year, or what you think they should do, and some of the guys that you've been looking at so far, with the draft, coming up with January, February, March, April, in a couple months, man. It'll be here before you know it, honestly.
It's tough to know what the Packers are going to do, because personally, I think that they should go for a corner. Whenever I think that they're going to do something, they do the opposite. So I don't want to say that that's what they're going to do. But
they keep us on our toes. They keep Packers fans. They always keep us on our toes, man. We never get comfortable.
A guy like J.C. Horn. He's really sticky in coverage. He sort of reminds me of Jair Alexander.
Okay, wow. That's like a.
that's a huge. I know, huge compliment.
Yeah, but, put him on a high pedestal there.
He's probably gonna go before the Packers. Before the Packers pick.
Give me a little background on this guy. What school is he at? What year is he in? What kind of scheme did he play in?
He was mainly running man coverage. A lot of a decent amount of press man coverage. He was playing in South Carolina, by the way.
Okay, South Carolina. The Gamecocks?
He's always in the play. He's always in there. He's a lot of times when you see Jair Alexander, he's jumping the routes. He's going for those pass breakups. I think he's first-round talent for sure. Now, he's the number 3 corner, I think, as of right now.
And what would you say as far as, like, what do you expect, like, his measurables to be? Or, like, what is measurables? What do you think he'll run? Is there any, like, what's the knock on his game? Or why? Like you say, he's one of the top 3 corners. I mean, so it can't be that much, but give me some of the like the well-rounded story on him. Like, is he a tall guy? Is he like just a fast guy? Or
he's 6'1", I believe. But let me just confirm that real quick. Yeah, so he's 6'1", 205. I mean, pretty good build for a corner.
He's got great size, honestly.
One of the main things that I see when I'm watching him. He processes it a little bit slower as far as like play action to actual runs, everything like that. And then one of the biggest things that I'm seeing, and I think that he might have issues with going up to the next level, he's really handsy. He keeps his hands on you, and he'll grab jerseys a decent amount. So I think he might have some PI concerns. The next level.
Maybe he should get drafted to the Bucs then, because they seem to get away with a lot of holding calls. One thing that Jair said that I thought was really telling about how the impact of like Coach Gray had on this team, and even some of the other players, is like he talked about how Coach Jerry Gray helped him diagnose plays and help like just the knowledge that he brought to that room, and how they were just playing faster and dissecting things better. I like the fact he played in the SEC. I mean, that's like, to me, the toughest conference in college football. I'm sure he got a chance to go against some real dogs out there on the boundary, and he was probably got tested. I mean, to me, that says that he can keep up. Like he's got enough. I don't have his measurables in front of me. I don't know what he's going to run or whatever like that. But I mean, if you can put some good stuff on film in the SEC, then I feel like you can pretty much run with anybody.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, he was. What did they play against? They played against LSU this last year. So he was up against Terrence Marshall, one of the top receivers in this class. So I mean, he's been tested, and he's passed the test for the most part. I mean, obviously he's not gonna hit every single time, but he's gonna be able to keep up and translate well to the next level. I think if he can get into a system where he can learn from the DB's coach, and where he can sort of calm down on the grabbing, I think that he's going to be a CB1 in the league for sure.
Jair is exemplary. He's a standout guy, but Kevin King won't be back. And I think we saw that Redmond and Sullivan, while like nice sort of rotational guys, and I'm pretty sure they maybe do a good enough job on special teams, I don't think they're at that caliber to where you feel comfortable with them starting and being on the field for an exorbitant amount of snaps and having in those big moments. So I definitely think cornerback is a place where the Packers could look to go. And I'm just curious to see where some of the other positions you think that they might be looking at in this draft.
Yeah. I think a lot of people want them to go offensive line, and they sort of forget that we still have Rick Wagner. We still have Billy Turner. The only guy that's really leaving is probably going to be Corey Linsley. And I think
that's tough, man.
It's a big loss. It's a big loss, I know. But my thought is on it, they can move Jenkins over to center, and Runyon, when he got in there, he played really, really well. I think he can plug in and play. Yeah, at left guard, he'll plug in. So it's going to be Bakhtiari, Runyon, Jenkins. It depends on who they want at right guard. We have those three different guys that we can just sort of rotate around.
You think that's the best way to go? You think the best way to go is just kind of let him walk? He'll probably command top dollar on the market, and just go with your star. Because I think my man, what's my man's name? Elton Jenkins. I think Elton Jenkins, honestly, he might be one of the best offensive linemen in all of football. You know what I mean? He might even be the best offensive lineman on this team. Yeah, Corey Linsley. Yes, Linsley. He is the best. He's an All-Pro. Yeah. He's an All-Pro, and that's going to be that is going to be interesting. So you think they should let him walk and just move Jenkins over and then sort of reshuffle the line a little bit?
I think that's probably what they're going to do. They haven't had any conversations. He said in his last interview, they haven't had conversations with the Packers.
Okay.
So I don't think there's any way that they're really going to sign him. With them being $32 million over the cap as of right now, I don't think that there's any way that they can really re-sign him. Same with Aaron Jones. I don't see him coming back either. They offered him a contract that was top 5 running back money, and he turned it down. So
he said he wanted more. He said he wanted more guarantees. They offered him top 5 yearly salary, but he said he wanted more guaranteed money, and then that's when he fired his old agent and then went out and got Rosenhaus, who's notorious for getting guys paid buku's amount of money. So I think
as much money as possible.
Yeah. What would you say? Like if cornerback was your top choice, would you say that receiver or like some sort of weapon would be your second choice, or would you go with somebody like a D lineman, or what would you say is your second choice if you were running the big board for the Packers on draft day?
It's tough because you don't know exactly how the board's going to work out.
Well, but don't even go that far into it. Just kind of give me your wish list, or if you could have it your way, how you'd play out.
Two guys that stand out to me: Carlos Basham, Boogie Basham, out of Wake Forest. Basham out of Wake Forest.
Wow, Basham! I like this guy already, man. Boogie Basham.
Boogie Basham. The next guy, Rashad Weaver, out of Pitt. They're both versatile. They can come off the edge. They can come off. They can come into the inside.
Kick in.
I think both of them would be great. They aren't 3-4 outside linebackers for sure. They are probably best suited to be a 4-3 defensive end, or put on a little bit of weight and get on to 3-4 defensive end. But they're both really powerful, and both of them have very, very good technique. And one of the things that I love, Boogie Basham, when he gets off the line, first off, he has a great not release.
Get off.
He has a great get off. Yeah. He has a great get off, and then the power that he has with his hands right away. Just like I was watching the Senior Bowl practices.
Okay.
One-on-ones, he hits, and you can just see the linemen just jerk their head back, and it's my favorite thing to watch when I'm watching those just linemen's heads
trenches.
Going all the way up. So most of what they were running is 4-3 defensive end. That's what they were running at. At the Senior Bowl, though, and they both have good enough size for sure to kick inside. At the Senior Bowl, they had them running on the inside,
like at like the Dean Lowry sort of position.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Not over the center, but yeah, they were going over the guards, and I think that they could fit really well at a 3-4 end. They just need to get a little bit more weight, I think.
Puda, you the GOAT, boy.